Hello guys, welcome back to another video on the Status Forecast Weather channel. Today we will be going over the latest severe weather predictions for that the Storm Prediction Center has released today. So we're going to be going over the severe weather for the next couple of days, including tonight and to tomorrow, and through tomorrow as well. So first we're going to take a look at the current one-day outlook. This is the one out for today. So as you can see, there's an elevated risk of severe weather going into the Texas area, central to northern areas of Texas. We got a slight risk of severe weather that's extending through a large chunk of the central part of Texas, and then we also have a marginal risk of severe weather that is covering a larger chunk. And then obviously the lighter shade of green here is just your general localized thunderstorms. So we're going to take a look at what's going on out there currently right now. Right here. We got some localized thunderstorms going on in the western parts of Texas. None of these look to be severe right now. We got a few of them right in here, and a nice little line of them lining up right in here. So what we're going to be watching for tonight is some localized severe weather to numerous severe thunderstorms. So we can also take a look at a lot of the biggest thunderstorms that are happening down here also. We got this nice little individual cell. Looks pretty nice. But, yeah. There is currently no watches or warnings up for this severe weather threat yet, and I'm not sure why. I'll update you guys on what happens. So as we go back, so yeah, today we're going to be just watching out for this central to northern part of severe weather threat, because this will be relatively important to what we see later tonight and tomorrow. Basically, the best way to put it is the green equals marginal, and we're waiting for the enhanced risk of severe weather. And the slight risk is your scattered thunderstorms. Your enhanced risk is numerous thunderstorms, and then from there on it just gets less and less. So we have today we have a 5% chance, 5% risk of seeing some tornadoes through much of the central part of Texas, going on into portions of Oklahoma. Then we have a 2% risk that's lined out for a good chunk of the central part of Oklahoma, as well as the northern and central part of Texas. There's also a wind threat with a hatched area of a 30% chance, as you can see right here. This is going to be from the lineup of thunderstorms that I'm going to show you in just a minute. There's a 15% marked out risk here, and that 30% chance as a risk is a hatched risk, where we could see the most embedded straight line wind gusts, and then that 5% chance covers a large chunk of Texas as well as Oklahoma. So let's head on straight to the HRR model, or the HRRR model on pivotal weather, and this will give us a general idea of what we will be talking about later tonight. So currently right now we have some of these thunderstorms happening, some basically in between all four of these states. Then this is what we're looking for right here. The line of thunderstorms is going to set up right in here, and will eventually make its way this way. So we're going to time this out right now. So just to put a marker on, we're going to watch out for this big area right in here for any of these tornadoes or severe thunderstorms that can develop. So we're going to watch this line. You're going to watch this line coming through right here. Watch this as it will develop. Here it comes. And then right here, any of these individual cells in here that can develop, since they're not attached to the actual line of thunderstorms right here, they have a better chance of developing a quick tornado. So as we continue on through the night, we're going to mark this area right here for the best chance of tornadoes. So I actually think this could become the best spot to see tornadoes tonight, in the north central part of Texas. As the line comes through, here comes that cold front, and then right here, this is what they're watching for the embedded straight line wind gusts. As this marches this way, we're going to have to watch it closely to see if it will produce any embedded tornadoes. And then it will continue and it'll basically fall apart, but then reinstate itself right in here. In these cells right here, we're going to have the second potential of seeing some severe weather later tomorrow. And then as we continue on, that cold front will continue to slide off, and then there'll be another threat of tornadoes, I think, right in here, and we'll discuss that in a minute. But I think the biggest threat for tonight is right in here. And then we'll watch out for this as well. So yeah, there's that. So we showed you the future forecast, or the future radar, I should say. So now we're going to take a look at the supercell composite, but I also want to take a look at the energy available for this entire system before we get into that. So what I'm watching for is this little threat right in here. So let's see what happens. Right there, it all comes together right there, some of those blues, some of those lighter yellows, and then it'll come back in again, right in here. The second severe weather threat, and there's going to be another severe weather threat right in here, I think, as well, as this line comes through. As you can see, right in there's some oranges even, but that's the that energy deposit. And then next we want to look at is the bulk shear to make sure we have enough spin in the atmosphere to produce any of these tornadoes. So again, we want to watch this area right here where I think the best chance of seeing tornadoes is going to be. So let's see what happens. As it gets in there it is. There's that shear. Pretty much enough to see some tornadoes. The secondary line will come through. The shear doesn't look as good down in the Louisiana area for any tornadoes, but it looks good enough. And then as we go through, that line will continue to move off to the west, or the east, I should say. Next, what we want to look at is the supercell composite. Supercell composite is going to be very important for any of these supercell thunderstorms. So we're going to look in this area right here is where I want to watch for. Yep, right there in those blues, and then move off to the east. And again, main area of concern is going to be right here and right here. So there's that. Then we're really focusing on the tornado potential here. So I want to watch for this area right here. As it comes together just like that and produces some severe weather. Then we want to watch for the next potential is over here, and then eventually over here. So there's that. Next thing is we want to take a look at the surface-based CAPE to see what's most unstable. So currently there's a lot of unstable atmospheric conditions going on in the southern part of Texas. So next we want to go and watch out for this area right here. The area that I've been discussing this entire video is, I think, the best chance to see tornadoes. I really do. So there's that. Next, what we want to take a look at is the humidity, because the humidity will be very important, or these dew points will be very important for this situation, I really think. But before that, I want to take a look at the lightning density to give us a general idea of where we could be seeing lightning. I'm thinking right in here, where this line develops, is usually where you see a lot of lightning. So let's see what happens. Yeah. And then it continues on, and then some more out there. And then next we want to take a look at the humidity. Humidity is going to be very important. Let me see if I can find the humidity here. Right there. Or the dew point, I should say. So dew points are relatively important. So right now, that currently lines up perfectly with the thunderstorms that we're seeing right here. We're seeing dew points in the 70s according to the HRR model. Next potential is, I really want to see what happens right in here. Let me get rid of this real quick. So I really want to see what happens. See these dew points get closer to 70. That's very important. And then I think this is going to get updated to a slight risk for tomorrow. This is currently at a marginal risk, but right here. So that is enough to support tornadoes. And then next thing that we want to take a look at is the temperature. Temperature is very important. So currently you're seeing temperatures in the 80s and 70s, which is probably currently why we're not seeing any crazy weather, because there's not really any precipitation that's actually hanging out in this area currently. So I really want to see what happens basically in this entire area right here, to see what these temperatures do. Again, it doesn't matter if we're in the 80s, the 70s, or the 60s. As long as we have high dew points, high humidity, there's basically nothing that's going to is the right ingredients for a severe thunderstorm. So yeah, it stays in the 60s and 70s, so that's very good for that. So that's typically what I would understand for a nighttime situation, because the temperatures usually fall at nighttime. Next thing I want to take a look at is the relative humidity. Aside from the dew points, I understand that's important as well, but currently we are seeing it in the eastern part of Texas, where those thunderstorms are going, and then there's some more scattered showers and rumbles of thunder in this area of Texas as well. So I want to see what happens right in here, where that biggest threat of tornadoes I really do think is going to happen. Right in there. Any of these blues. Humidity is relatively important for severe weather. So there's that. There could also be some gusty winds in here as well. The winds could be an issue, because there's already, as you can see as we take a look at the radar Omega, there's currently a wind advisory for wind gusts up to 45 miles per hour. And this is very good, because this, kind of like what we see with hurricanes, this is very good because with that extra wind gusts attached to the wind shear, that's perfect for tornadoes. So we're going to have to really watch for that. So if we really want to take a look at wind gusts, relatively gusty in the western part of Texas. Let's see how these wind gusts progress through the night. We're not really looking towards the winds, we're really looking towards the wind gusts here. So let's see what happens. Yeah, see, this is perfect. These wind gusts continue to increase. We got some wind gusts near 51 miles per hour. So actually I think that 45 miles per hour is wrong, but 55 miles per hour. This is the cold front right here. Very important for severe weather, I think, in my opinion. But moving on, so yeah, we can take a look back at the significant tornado parameter, just to give you a basic idea of where I think the most tornadoes is going to occur. I think it's really going to occur right in here. Any of these cells that can develop in front of it, I really think that's the best chance to see tornadoes tonight. I don't think we're looking at a full-on outbreak of tornadoes, but I definitely think there's a chance for a few tornadoes in this situation. I want to give you a general idea of what tomorrow will look like for the thunderstorms. So again, I'm going to mark this area for the biggest concern tonight, this for tomorrow, and then this for the next day. So I'm going to give you a general playthrough. This is going through tonight, early tomorrow morning, going through the day tomorrow. The line of thunderstorms come through there. There it goes again, comes through for that secondary threat, and then it comes through again through Louisiana, and then that's the end of that. So yeah, that's pretty much that. And then to give you a better idea of the supercell composite, just to give you a general idea, comes through later tonight. There it goes. There's a secondary area of where we need to watch for, and then through Louisiana, and then secondary, the second significant tornado parameter. Again, that threat in the central, north central part of the state of Texas, and then in the southern part of the state of Texas, and then the southern part of Louisiana is the third threat. So yeah, that's really all I have for you guys today. So again, make sure to have a tornado action plan in place for tonight, just in case if we do end up having any tornadoes drop. That would be relatively important to have a tornado action plan in place, whether that's your basement, your bathroom, the lowest part of your house, a tornado shelter, even better. Also, the wind gusts, make sure to stay away from windows, as winds with that kind of potential at a 30% risk of tornadoes in a hatched area, it's going to be very important to stay away from windows, because you never know what can happen if a tree branch can be thrown through the window. Very dangerous situation in this sort of environment. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, always make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to never miss another upload. And stay safe out there, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.